Is this thing on? Are you sure? Welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here. And you are very welcome, my friends. It's a bit late out here in Cyprus. Everyone's asleep, but this is a very important video because all day you've been asking me if the DC Universe streaming service is in trouble. And thanks to the site called Film, a very creative name, right? They have exclusively revealed through their reporter that DC Universe is fine. There's another thing to this. Of course, the Swamp Thing TV show has stopped production early. So everyone's worried about the future of this show. Apparently, there's been creative differences with the people involved in this show. So let's have a read what's going on here. Exclusive, DC Universe streaming service is not in danger, even as Swamp Thing ends production early. Earlier today, we reported that Swamp Thing wrapped production early due to creative differences, with a truncated 10-episode season set to debut on DC Universe streaming at the end of May. However, with the reports of the show's filming ending sooner than expected, came rumours that this indicated trouble for DC Universe. Film can confirm that this is not the case. Film has exclusively learned that the potential issues with Swamp Thing's production do not reflect the health of the DC Universe service. Reports from various outlets suggested that the future of DC Universe was in doubt amid the early production wrap of its latest original series. However, Film confirmed with sources close to the studio that those two topics are unrelated to each other. Since DC Universe launched in October, it is outpacing expectations according to Film sources. The streaming service recently doubled its comic book library in March, while a surprise Xbox One launch has also been recently announced. Swamp Thing is not the only original title it has planned down the line through to 2020 either, with series like Stargirl and Harley Quinn set to debut. However, the DC Universe's bright future may not extend to Swamp Thing, which has seen bumps and swerves in production, as shown by reports of the crew's surprise reaction to the episode-length cut, and now deleted Instagram comments of cast member Virginia Madsen. However, the creative reasons for Swamp Thing's behind-the-scenes changes may not totally spell doom for the show. We shall see how this show itself fares. But for now, the service on which it is set to debut on May 31st is doing just fine. And that is that. So all day we've had scoopers and blockers talking about this early wrap-up of Swamp Thing. Listen, this happens all the time. TV shows, films have creative differences, but when you see the finished product, it's all right. The problem is with the internet now, there's too much chitter-chatter. I think that Swamp Thing will go ahead. I think it will still air on May the 31st. I'm very excited for Swamp Thing. Personally, if it's affected the quality of the show, me personally, I would invest more money, start from scratch, start again, get rid of the people involved in the production that are causing problems, and give the fans something really, really special. But if they've just wrapped and they've managed to make a good season, then carry on per normal. But you've got it here exclusively and via the Film site. Check that out as well, of course. But DC Universe, listen, I knew this all the time. It was obvious. DC Universe is doing just fine. Some media and bloggers have been doing the service down because it hasn't got the subscriber numbers of Netflix. Why would it? It's only DC fans who are going to want to watch and subscribe to this service. If this service was international, I'd be subscribing to it. It's amazing. It's got comics, it's got loads of DC content. It's got DC original content. It's freaking awesome. And I'd love to be a subscriber on DC Universe. So I'm really happy that the show has the streaming service has a future. But of course, when the Warner Brothers streaming service launches, it will swallow it up and it will become part of that. So there's nothing to worry about, fellow DC fans. The DC Universe streaming service is doing just fine, and I do expect Swamp Thing to stream episode to episode weekly from May the 31st.